Thank you once again for tuning in to KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. The Jeju provincial government has announced that 9 Chinese residents of Wuhan who are visiting Jeju are being classified as active management targets. The government disclosed that the initial test results of the 9 individuals showed no symptoms of coronavirus. As no symptoms are present, the Disease Prevention and Control Center's manual states that the government cannot quarantine the individuals, but can instead monitor movement and physical conditions by routinely reaching out to them. The spread of coronavirus is affecting election campaigning on the island. The Jeju office of the Democratic Party of Korea has set up measures for preventing the spread of the virus while campaigning. Public gatherings such as rallies and even the opening ceremonies of electioneering offices and the election polling committee have also been reduced or delayed in order to hinder the spread of the virus. The office has also stated that party members will wear masks and regularly sanitize their hands, and instead of handshaking during election campaigning, greetings will be given by a nod. The provincial government has selected bidders for the development of long-delayed urban parks. The parks were originally scheduled to be terminated in August of next year. The selected companies will purchase lands dedicated as park sites and build park facilities, which will then be donated to the province. Public housing will be constructed on the remaining land. In the proposal for public housing, Hoban Construction Company will build a total of 1,630 units at the Odungbong Park, and Jeju Construction will build 796 units in the Chungbu Park by 2025. The provincial government also plans to conduct negotiations after reviewing the validity of the company's proposals by May and conclude an agreement by March next year. In the event of the spread of infectious diseases such as the coronavirus, Jeju lawmakers will be restricted from traveling abroad. Representative Kang Sung-min of the Jeju Provincial Council has proposed a new bill on the public office's international travel policy. The ordinance allows the chairman of the council to restrict provincial lawmakers from traveling abroad in the event of a spread of infection, emergency, or disaster. The bill also includes a clause that obligates provincial councillors to hold a briefing session to report on any results within 60 days of their return from overseas business trips. More people have left Jeju Island than have come to reside here, according to last month's population statistics. It is the first time since December 2011 that the island has recorded a net outflow. According to the National Statistical Office, the population influx of Jeju Island in December last year was 8,627, with out-migration reported at 8,651. The net population inflow in Jeju last year was about 3,000, which is only 20% of the number in 2016, when Jeju's population inflow hit its peak. Welcome back to Film Focus. Here's Mike Laidman with a couple of new movies available now on KCTV's Video On Demand.
It's been a few weeks, but now Film Focus is back for 2020. For the first installment of the year, we look way back to 2 historical battles that each changed our history in some way. Now, I'll stop there because it isn't at all fair to all those who bravely fought at the Battle of Midway to compare their struggle to that between Ford and Ferrari in the 1996 24 Hours of Le Mans. But regardless of the scope of the conflict, what a good movie has to do is find a center, a character with which the audience can empathize in order to provide an enjoyable viewing experience. And so, which shall it be? Midway or Ford v Ferrari? Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Laidman.
Carroll Shelby, maybe? Lehigh Coke, Ford Motor.
With a B title name like Ford v Ferrari, it would be easy to pass on this one, but don't even consider it. Throw in 2 great actors in Matt Damon and Christian Bale, the perfect director, and smart writing, and you have a recipe for success. One that can beat Ferrari, in fact, which is no easy feat. Carroll Shelby and British-born driver Ken Miles set out to defeat Ferrari after Ford really steps on the gas with its racing program. Together, they battle corporate interference, the laws of physics, and their own personal demons to build a revolutionary race car for Ford to take on the dominating race cars of Enzo Ferrari at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in France in 1966. While not a perfect movie, it's a darn good one. The racing genre is one we've all seen before, but here it seems fresh again. It's fast indeed, but never furious. Aware that being based on true events, it can't stray too far from the track, and there's no need for it to do so. It might not finish with quite the high note it deserves, but regardless, there's very little to fault here. And I'm a Ferrari man. With the Americans reeling from the losses suffered at Pearl Harbor, there is an increased anxiety and awareness present as they seek to discover what Japan has planned next in the Pacific Theater. The Battle of Midway was a titanic clash between the American fleet and the Imperial Japanese Navy, marking a pivotal turning point in the Pacific Theater during World War II. Based on the real-life events of battle, Midway tells the story of the leaders and soldiers who use their instincts, fortitude, and bravery to overcome the odds. Midway is a bit of a mess, however. The CGI fight scenes, while impressive in their scope, fall short in their presentation, i.e., they just don't look very good. The acting is nothing to write home about, and Roland Emmerich takes a style over substance approach that, while suitable for some films, really takes the heart out of a World War II movie. Add to that the questionable history, and we're left wondering whether we should just rewatch Pearl Harbor.
Enjoy a unique and modern take on the works of Van Gogh at the Bunker de Lumière. Howling Park is displaying over 500,000 flowers in its annual Narcissus Festival. Taking a look at our weather, the sun will be out in the morning but will give way to clouds by the afternoon. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 6 and the afternoon high 11 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 4 and 13. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 3, and the high in the afternoon, 10 degrees. Across the island in Busan, a low of 6 in the morning, warming up to a high of 11 degrees. Up on the mountain at Songpanak, the morning low is at -2 degrees, topping off at 4 degrees in the afternoon. Out on the water, winds will be out of the northwest and north at a speed of 7 to 12 meters per second and waves between 1 and 2 meters. And here's a look at the extended forecast. Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. You can follow us on YouTube at KCTV eNews Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Have a wonderful evening.